This is a bad song. Hi, this is Ellen DeGeneres. Today we're going to be interviewing James Frey, who wrote the book A Million Little Pieces. Come on out, James. Hi, James.
Hello.
What made you decide to write a book about your real life at rehab?
Well, I wanted to write, in the best case scenario, a book that would change lives. Would help people who are struggling, but inspire them in some way. I wanted to write a book that would detail the fight addicts and alcoholics experience in their minds and in their bodies, and detail why that fight is difficult to win. I wanted to write a book that would help the friends and family members of addicts and alcoholics to understand that fight.
How do you remember everything that happened to you over the years of writing this book?
Well, I worked primarily from memory, along with supporting documents like medical records, therapist notes, and personal journals.
What is the book's main message that you were trying to send to the
The
readers?
central message is that drug addiction and alcoholism can be overcome, and there is always a path to redemption if you fight to find one.
Well, now, James, did you expect this book to be as successful as it has become?
No. Well, no, I never expected for this book to sell even near the number of copies that were sold. I was shocked.
So, in the book, you say that you were both an alcoholic and a druggie?
Yes, I was.
Well, what age did you start drinking?
I started stealing sips at 7, and everything went downhill from there.
Well, when did you become addicted?
I became addicted at 13.
Wow. And when did you start doing drugs?
I smoked dope at 12, and then I was doing it regularly at 13, and whenever I was about 20, I was addicted.
My goodness. Who helped you the most at the treatment center?
My friend Leonard.
Leonard?
Mm-hmm.
And why is that?
Well, he just inspired me and helped me to realize that I needed the treatment center.
So, how has Leonard inspired you?
Well, Leonard has been my friend since I tried escaping the center until he left the center. Even then, we still talked. But Leonard gave me the greatest advice, to hang on, and sooner or later, everything would get better. Although it took me a while to realize that it is true.
And why do you feel that your addiction was hurting you so much?
Well, my addiction hurt me and millions of other addicts so much because we all know what we are doing to ourselves and what we are doing to our families and friends. And we can't stop doing it without time, support, and love.
I see. So in your book it says that you, when you left the center to bring Lily, your girlfriend, back, you resisted drugs and alcohol while at the crack house. How was that?
Well, I was able to resist my wanting for the alcohol and drugs because I love Lily more than my addiction. She is more important to me than alcohol or drugs.
Oh, I see. Right after graduating at the treatment center, you asked your brother Bob to take you to a bar. Why?
I had asked for him to do so because I needed to know if I was capable of resisting the temptation and the craving I have inside my soul for the alcohol and the drugs. The glass I had bought symbolized my strength and my weaknesses. I smelled the glass for it felt like 5 seconds, but it was actually 5 minutes. I could smell and taste the alcohol even though I really wasn't drinking it. Proudly I put my glass down and told the bartender to send it down the drain.
Well, that had to be hard. So what happened to Lily? Did you end up marrying her after you got out of the prison and her out of the halfway house?
Well, no. The day I was let out of prison, she committed suicide. Her grandma had just passed away 2 days before, and she loved her very much. She was all she had. Although Lily never relapsed, she died sober.
But are you happily married now?
Yes, I'm happily married and living in New York.
Do you feel that your book has touched many hearts?
I really hope so. Different authors have told me that it has completely changed their lives. I only hope that they are touched because that is the main reason why I wrote the book.
How were you able to write about this without freaking out?
Well, I wrote about the first 40 pages of the book 1 year, and then 3 years later I wrote the rest. I had to stop because I didn't feel like I was ready to write the rest of it.
I can see that. And why do you think that is?
I think that is because, well, I know it is because I wasn't ready to, like, think about the trauma I'd experienced.
And are you happy with your book?
I feel like I am, but I am deeply sorry to any readers who I have disappointed, and I hope these revelations will not alter their faith in the book's central message.
So, how long have you been sober?
I've been sober for 13 years now, and, well, yes, for 13 years now, and I'm still on my path, and I hope ultimately I'll get there.
Well, it was great having you on the show today.
Thanks, Ellen. I love you. Bye.